It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, November 28th, 2016. Got, good morning to you all on this lovely Tuesday morning, November 28th, 2016. Here are your news and odds. Top three at 8 a.m. is Jeff McGuinness made it through the Copa Sudamerica final after beating 7 wins on 5 days ago. A charter plane transported Brazilian football team to Japanese and Netherlands in the next airport, Colombia, with 81 people aboard. Crashed. And 75 people dead. Social media evidence list as Donald Trump announced his election to Tom Price for Health Secretary. Cincinnati, one of the first things that James Whalen did after being named the University of Cincinnati Public Safety Director last year was, as Habisha traded the active shooter scenario like the one unfolded Monday morning at Ohio State University in Columbus. The city of Pigeon Forge said early Tuesday morning that there possibly one of firefighters from 15 initial stage about East Tennessee are battling in the blazes. President Donald Trump spotted attributed on his normalization of relations between the United States and Cuba if it can get a better deal from many. Havana may leave it at odds with many in the U.S. South Korean President Park Geun-hye said Tuesday that he should resign once Parliament arranges the details in a latest step to defend off the impeachment efforts and massive street protests. Up to 16,000 civilians have been displaced as the Syrian government's events in the besieged rebel-held areas in the city of Aleppo, the UN said. Srinagar, India. Rebels fighting against Indian rule in the disputed Himalayan region of Kashmir started storming an Indian military base Tuesday morning triggered a fierce gun battle that left 3 army soldiers and militants, that officials said. London. The British government denied Tuesday that the strategy for exiting the European Union had been leaked by a set of handwritten notes suggested in the UK. China's decision last week to apply the 9 Singapore military vehicles as they were in the transit from training exercise in Taiwan has highlighted growing tensions at Singapore and Beijing's desire to further isolate the Taiwanese government inside. Acting as own attorney Dylan Root helps select jury that will decide his fate. A woman is faced with charges months after she is found passing at store in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Incident happened September. The video thought the woman attempted to wake her up. It is now 3 weeks since the U.S. elections and except for a write-in showpiece that appeared endlessly couldn't finish. This is the first time that for 2 decades in the Senate, Jeff Sessions led an immigration crackdown that made them an outlier in GOP politics, raging against illegal immigration and access to foreign workers well before Donald Trump toured on the political scene. Miami City, Philippines, and provides exposed a device that injured 7 people, and the president of the defense party in the Miami City, Philippines military official said. Spartanburg, South Carolina. Todd Gillip, a convicted sex offender, accused of cheating about a woman he allegedly kidnapped, will face 3 additional murder charges. Warren County, North Dakota. Governor Jack DeWimple City Senate Emergency Affairs order declared Dakota access popular protesters. Washington, the U.S. Supreme Court said it will hear a case tested whether the Texas state for the mental disability 2 weeks to determine a fitness for the death penalty. North Carver, North Martin school parents wanted to playground fitted with 7+ kids who warming in the field and backed up in the school during recess. They ready to get creative. Parents from the Martin School Association recently purchased the said playground for Ronald Town Daycare for the function of the cost of the new play structure. Association Treasurer Dan Wiggins said it would be allowed to group flexibility and exploring for player additions. More than 250 students at recess at the same time, twice a day, 20 minutes. But curious students only have a use of the laptop, feeling 4 screens. Lynn, Massachusetts police have shot an injured man suspected of trying to rob a gas station in Lynn. Chief Keith Coverdale said that the suspect entered a gas station on the way about 4 a.m. Tuesday with his hand in the pocket and claiming to have a gun. After struggling with the clerk, the suspect left 2 officers responding to the scene, located the suspect who refused to take his hands out of the pockets and kept reports to officers. The officers backed up until 1 fire and injured suspect was taken to Massachusetts General Hospital. In Boston. In Springfield, Massachusetts, trained for the Granbury woman sentenced life for prison to attend strangulation of wife for asking a judge to reduce the conviction from first-degree murder to manslaughter. For decades, Saudi Arabia has a way with OPEC. All of a sudden, the position returned. We had defense its power, winning against the resurgence of Iran and Iraq. Berlin finds that German finds out it's striking in after 2-day break-in campaign of walkouts. The committee has canceled 16 shut-off flights scheduled for Tuesday. Moscow, after the energy minister, the Kremlin said that Russia's President Vladimir Putin was reviewing the production of proposed OPEC member Iran. Chicago Service Personnel Chicago Air International Report will hold its record rally in support of the wage increase Tuesday, union officials said. London, a day after taking on Graders, taking ashore Egypt Reserve's British Energy Company, BP said it was taken on a larger world in North Sea. Also, Texas. Two shale cuttings in Texas dominated the landscape by the crude oil production is holding relatively stable data from the state show. Edmond and Alberta, a rebound in crude oil prices and a recovery in the sector in general means that the economy in Alberta province is primed for growth, the finance minister said. Alright, look at the stocks. Down. Down 54 for 24%, 90, SP 5, 201 for 72, and Nasdaq 368.81. I feel a second cold. This month killed by bleaching of Burke Reef at 43 miles, northern section of the Great Barrier Reef. It's beginning in the end on November 30th. NASA's Cassie admission of the beginning of the Brigham Grace and final chapter of the Korean Saturn, water led with the spacecraft thermal plunge to the gas jet and forget atmosphere. The National Aeronautics Space Research wants to go boldly, but you'll be on the Delta Africa. And each state taking assist to the managed fecal mineral urine race in 6 days to consume the race of 1.4 hours. The National Bro. Texas reported its first homegrown case of the Zika virus infection on Monday, making the second U.S. state through the mosquito spread of the virus. So, South Korea will cut 3% of the total poultry population of criminal outbreak of the bird flu that has hit a number of farms across the nation, the agriculture ministry said on Tuesday. Peter Chelduzov is now 8:06 on this Tuesday morning. It's time now for New England's latest report in Sheridan, Vermont, at Interstate 89. A truck trail more accident 5 kilometers. Huge caution around that area. Sheridan, Vermont, 54 minutes ago. And now with your sports at 8:06 a.m. The Boston Celtics defeat the Miami Heat 112-104. Tonight, the Boston Bruins be in Philadelphia to take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Game time 7:30 p.m. Green Bay Packers defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 27-13 on Monday Night Football. When the organization shipped Center Andrew Morgan to Dallas Mavericks clear cap place at arrival, Karen Bedreddin off season. Green heard Bedreddin didn't take too kindly. Peter Chelduzov is now 8:07 on this to the morning, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Beep! Let's every where the subway system is looking good. Pittsburgh train 410 80 from Wachusett expected about Wachusett 510 minutes plane to the rail freight train refers. Pittsburgh train 401 is operated 10 50 minutes asking between Pittsburgh and Wachusett and freight train refers. Pittsburgh train 404 is operated 10 20 minutes asking between Pittsburgh and North Station due to a mechanical issue. Fairbury Worcester train 557 from South Station operated 5 50 minutes asking between Yawkey and Worcester train traffic. Providence train 808, 6 from Minnetonka is operating 10 50 minutes basket between Edinburgh and substation. Alright, take a look at the highways and byways of New England. Starting off in Connecticut, 95 is southbound side of Fairfield down to Stamford. 95 northbound to Bridgeport, 95 eastbound side is northbound side is backed up from Milford all the way to New Haven. 91 is southbound side is backed around New Haven. 95 is southbound side back to Guilford towards New Haven. Route 8 southbound side back to the Nantucket stretch. Merritt Parkway westbound side back to Bridgeport and Stamford. 91 on the northbound side back to the Middletown to downtown Harvard, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side back to 21 and 84 Harvard, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side back left for West Harvard to downtown Harvard, Connecticut. 84 westbound side back to the Newtown and then Danbury. 84 both ends back to the Waterbury stretch. 91 on the southbound side Louisville just about Route 20 and Windsor Locks. 91 on the northbound side back to Vincent to 291 in Springfield. And 91 on the northbound side Louisville on 391 in Springfield. 298 eastbound side is back to 146 in Worcester all the way at Route 9. 146 on the northbound side is back to just around 290 in Worcester. 190 southbound side is back to just around 290 in Worcester. 495 southbound side is back to 170 to Story to 290 in Marlborough. 495 on the northbound side is back to Milford all the way after the Bass Pike out in Westboro. Out in Route 9, 95 on the northbound side is backed up from Warwick all the way to downtown Providence. 95 southbound side back to downtown Providence. 146 southbound side is back to around Route 95 downtown Providence. 146 on both ends is back to Route 99 out in North Smithfield 99 and northbound side 126 Lincoln and 122 in Woonsocket. 146 southbound side back to Route 15, 195 westbound side back to Seekonk to downtown Providence. 295 on the northbound side is back to 37 in Creston on the edge, Route 12. Bournebridge to the southbound side, it's a little slow. Route 60 eastbound side is back to after 134 in South Dennis. Name of the northbound side is backed up just around Route 1 out in Sharon and Pittskin from 27 to Walpole, all the way up to Route 128 at the 24 on the northbound side. It is backed up from Harrison Boulevard and even on Route 128 at the Route 3 to the northbound side. It is backed up from 220 Wackaloy to 33 split, 120 to both ends is backed up from the 24 to the Braintree split, 120 to the northbound side. It is backed up from Route 1 to Northwood area to Route 20 Waltham. Mass Packet eastbound side. It is backed up from Route 9 to Fairbairn, but all the way at the Austin Brad Tolls. And it Mass Packet westbound side. So from South Logan Airport to the Poo Tunnel. South Expressway, northbound side. After Braintree split, and then the Mass Packet. South Expressway, southbound side, sold to the Dorchester stretch. 93 is southbound side, is backed up from Bedford Audience to the Zakin Bridge. Route 1 is southbound side, is backed up from 16 Revere, all the way to the Zakin Bridge. 120 southbound side is backed up from Route 3, Burlington, all the way to Waltham. 120 southbound side is backed up from Wakefield, all the way to Route 93. 93 the northbound side is backed up from Stoughton, all the way to Route 128. 93 southbound side is backed up from Stoughton, all the way to the Zakin Bridge. 93 on the northbound side, it is backed up from downtown Boston. 7 Expressway, northbound side, back to the best back, at the Braintree split. 7 Expressway, southbound side, back to the Dorchester stretch. 120 southbound side, sold for Redden stretch. 128 in the northbound side, sold for 95 to 114 Peabody. Route 3 southbound side is back to around 120 out in Burlington, and then hit breaks again on southbound side from Low to Billerica. 145 southbound side is back up for 28 in Andover, all the way at the Low. 495 the northbound side, back to the Low, all the way at the Andover. Every turn back southbound side, it is backed up at Merrimack stretch. Every turn back the northbound side is sold at Manchester stretch. 93 at both ends, it is backed up from Concord all the way up to Canterbury. And 93 northbound is backed up to Tilton. And all the way up to Captain New Hampshire. In Interstate 89, southbound side is backed up with Warner and then it's again from both at Concord, New Hampshire. And 93 is backed up slow on Southern from Woodstock all the way up to the Vermont border. 91, it's backed up from Springfield, Vermont. And 91, southbound side, it is backed up from Linden all the way to Hanover. 89, it's stop and go from Burlington and Sharon, Vermont. And it's backed again at 89, south of the Canadian border. 295 on the southbound side, it is backed up at Freeport, Maine. 87, the southbound side, it is backed up after the Canadian border up in Vermont. Up in upstate New York. 87 the southbound side, it is backed up just up to 146 all the way after Route 7 in Detroit. 7 in the eastbound side, is back to the Lakeland, 9 Detroit. 87 southbound side, low side of Detroit. New York State 3 eastbound side, back to Schenectady, down to Albany. Peter Joe News side was 812 on this. To the morning, and it's time now for weather report. Looking at radar, it shows a lot of rain showers stretching from central Connecticut all the way up to western Massachusetts with some sleet and snow from Holyoke down in Greenfield around that fall, and seeing some sleet stretching all the way up to Vermont, New Hampshire. So that's why the roads are treacherous because of the sleet. You see some rain showers from Derry up to the New Hampshire, rain showers from Benton all the way to Burlington, Vermont, rain showers from Malta all the way up to the north end with some sleet up in the Adirondack. Sleet stretching all the way from Conway, New Hampshire, down from Portland, Maine. Some rain showers around Biddeford. Snow and sleet stretching from northwest and central portions of Maine. West of Bangor, down west of Ellsworth, east of Ellsworth. Rain showers southeast of Rockland from New York. Into the South Sea. A line of rain showers stretching from southern New York State all the way down to Alabama. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Day 1 day tonight, there's a dead spot made developed late tonight, and there's a dead spot made later tonight, morning on Wednesday. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Here. Today, rain afternoon, punch back up to 1 p.m. 157 degrees. South-face wind at 11 miles against the 25 miles an hour. Chance of 1%. New percent between a half 3/4 inch possible for tonight. Rain may before 11 p.m. Punch back lower at 46 degrees. The south about 9 to 4 miles coming to available after midnight. Chance of is 90%. New percent between a half 3/4 inch possible for Wednesday. Rain after 11 a.m. Punch back after 1 p.m. 155 degrees and coming becoming east wind 5-7 miles an afternoon. Chance is 8%. New percent between a quarter and a half inch possible for Wednesday night. Rain main before 4 a.m. Punch bug lower at 47 degrees east with about 8 miles an hour. Coming south 47 midnight. Anticipation of 9%. New percent about 3.5 inch possible. So Thursday at chance of showers made before 7 a.m. Punch bug before 10 a.m. was most of the how about 56 degrees and west about 7 to 11 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Thursday night at podcast about 34 degrees. Friday, most of the podcast about 49 about 32 degrees. Saturday, most of the most about 45 about 38 degrees. Sunday, most of the about 42 degrees. Sunday night at chance of snow showers. Most gusts about 3 degrees and anticipation 30%. And for Monday, check rate snow showers. Most gusts get about 42 degrees and anticipation 30%. Trillion, top of the 42 overcast with humidity of 76%. Here, not near its overcast, guys, we have a temperature of And that. And in Naughton, it's 36 degrees overcast, guys. Humidity 99%. And in Mansfield, it's 35. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel morning news on this November 29th, 2016 on a to the morning. And viewers, hope you have a good morning and a good presentation. And I hope you have a good day. Have a good morning.